Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you all for joining in another video. This lesson will be over Loving Cup by Rolling Stones, also pretty popular in the Phish repertoire. Pretty straightforward song, a lot of open chords. There are going to be a couple of bars in there. And since the intro is piano, I did add that little intro piece in there as well. So let's hop right in. So starting with the intro here for Loving Cup. Get my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string. Hit that note by itself. Then pluck the B and the G string, which are open right now. And you'll do that twice. And on that 3 there, we're putting index finger on the 1st fret of the B string. There, I've got my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. I'm sliding that down to the 4, back up to the 2, and then hitting that open. Sorry, hitting that open, not pulling off. And then I am pulling off on the 2nd fret of the D string. So from the top quickly. Alright, that's the first time through. And the second time, virtually the same, except for instead of just hitting this note by itself the first time, you're going to pluck all 3 strings at the same time. So you're gonna pluck them all, then you'll hit that, and then pluck again. And then you're putting that index finger back on the B again. So the first time it's the only difference really that second time is that instead of just hitting that E, instead of just hitting that G by itself, you're gonna pluck all 3. That's really the only difference. And honestly, you could do it however you want to in that situation. It doesn't really matter. It's just how I do it. That happens 3 times, and then on the 4th time, so again, you're plucking the same thing that we've been doing here, but you do that once, and then you put down your index finger on that 1st fret of the B. And that goes right into it. So that last piece there was on the high E string, just hitting the 7, the 5, and the G. The G. The 3 there. And then right into the D chord, which is what starts the chords in the song. So again, real quick here. First chord there, the I'm the man from the mountain, won't you come on up? I'm the plowman in the valley with a face full of mud. Forgot the words. It's not a singing channel, right? It's a guitar tutorial. But anyway, so we have D to start, to a C, to a G. And again, it's all pretty straightforward chords. You do that twice. And then you go back to a C, to the G, and then you have a bar F here. And if you haven't played that before, I mean, you can play it open if you want to. I almost always play barred now. That's your index finger is barring the first fret, and your middle finger is on the second fret of the G. Pinky is on the third fret of the D, and ring is on the third fret of the A. So that's our F chord. That F goes right into a C, and that C to a G. And the second time you do that F again, I like to kind of do that little bouncy feel there. To the G. And then you repeat that whole section all over again. And then after that we've got the bridge piece here, which starts with an E minor to a B minor. And the B minor is index finger is barring the second fret. Middle finger is on the third fret of the B. Pinky is on the fourth fret of the G, and ring is on the fourth fret of the D. So it's a E minor to the B minor to a C to a G. Now we're going to play a B flat here, which is index finger is barring the first fret, and then your ring finger is going to bar the D, the G, the B, and the E on the third fret. Play that 3 times to a D. To a G. Primarily this song. Like I said, it's very straightforward, just a great song, fun open chords, very easy to play. You can play it solo, you can have a lot of fun with it. There is the jam section, but it's primarily around a G. So if you're playing by yourself, you could play the bar G chord and try to throw some fills in there if you wanted to. It always ends on the D. Thank you all for watching again. I appreciate it. Leave any feedback in the comment section. Please subscribe if you have not, if you like it. Thank you all.